2026 Honda Passport RTLS Platinum White. Should this be the vehicle that I showcase on my 6,000 mile 13 state road trip in September? You can let me know. Roll the intro. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. We're here at Fred Bean's Honda in Abington, Pennsylvania to check out this brand new 2026 Honda Passport. This is the RTL S trim. Platinum white is the color, light gray, leather interior, all-wheel drive, the Blackout package. It looks really cool, and I think this could be the best RTL trim level you can find here in 26, and you can let me know. But the other question I want to answer is, this is the last candidate for the vehicle that I'm going to showcase on my 6,000 mile 13 state road trip in September. Looking to lease it. So we're going to go through the vehicle with a general review, but also I'm going to be looking at it through my own eye lenses, as is this the vehicle that I should be using for this road trip and leasing for this road trip. So let's dig in. The front end of this Passport RTLS in the platinum white with the flat black accents, full spread of LED lighting up front, no fog lamps. As you can see, the plugs in either side of the front end. For those, we do have the flat black Honda badge with some gloss black accents up top. Passport stamped in body color into the front end of the vehicle. And then we're going to have some brushed aluminum trim down below. Now, as we come around to our wheel and tire package, this is where the Blackout package gets you these 18-inch gloss black HPD wheels with the HPD center cap. The wheels are wrapped in hand-cooked Dynapro HP2 all-season tires, 265 on the width, a 60 series sidewall 18s, all four corners, all-wheel drive. Moving on out, there is the platinum white with the black, no chrome anywhere on this trim level. As we move in closer, flat black side view mirror caps, no LED turn signals, flat black front and rear door handles, the fuel filler on the left side, and then up top we're going to go with flat black on the roof rails, and we have a color matched roof, no sunroof on this one. And then we're going to go with a small roof spoiler coming off the top, the wiper down below on the glass. And then we're going to go LED tail lights, standard bulbs for turn signals in the back with the Honda badge right in the middle, and then Passport, even though it is stamped in the tailgate, it is blacked out as part of this Blackout package. So they're blacking out the back, but not blacking out the front. And then we are going to have some brushed aluminum trim with our exhaust tucked up underneath the rear of the vehicle. We're under the hood of this 26 Passport, and we have Honda's 3.5 liter naturally aspirated V6 engine, mated to a 10-speed automatic transmission, 285 horsepower, 262 pound-feet of torque. This vehicle can tow up to 5,000 pounds, MPGs, 19 in the city, 25 on the highway, 21 combined. Before we get into the interior, you're going to want to know, Mike, how much? Well, this one is the least expensive of the vehicles we've looked at for this road trip showcase. So here we go. 26 Passport RTLS, base price $45,950. This vehicle's got a few options on it. Once we add those in, and a destination and delivery charge of $1,450 from Honda's Lincoln, Alabama, United States assembly plant, we have a total vehicle MSRP from the factory of $49,230. So let's check out the interior. Starting with the driver door panel, we're moving closer, and we're going to have black soft touch material across the top and on into the insert. Some gloss black here just above the brushed aluminum door handle. Two memory seat settings right there. We have the light gray soft touch with the black cross stitch, nice and soft. Flat black on the switchgear, but no power fold mirrors. Down further, we do have a nice large door pocket. As we move in closer, we have a large dead pedal brake and accelerator. Seating wise, power seat with lumbar for the driver, power seat without lumbar for the front passenger. And then we have the light gray leather with the black stitching and insert, fairly soft on the bowstring and fairly soft on the headrest. Front passenger door panel, same action as the driver, but you don't get the memory seat settings. We have soft touch and black on top. We do have an area in here that's rubberized to store your phone and other things, so I do like that. Gloss black around the heat and air vent, then the light gray with the black cross stitch, nice and soft. And then we do have a large glove box. Now as we come around, this is the 10.2-inch Honda infotainment system, wireless CarPlay, Android Auto, built-in nav through Google Maps. Nice pinch to zoom. Sorry for the strobing, but that's how the camera lens picks this up. And then from here, you got your controls over here on the left, where you can go to your home, and from there's all your tiles. We have your Google Maps, your phone, to Bluetooth your phone, your radio right here, where you have AM, FM, Bluetooth, CarPlay, Android Auto, Google News, no Sirius XM in the system. We move back out, and we are good to go. We go back to home. There's the Play Store. There's your CarPlay, Android Auto, Google Assistant, Bluetooth audio, general settings, user profiles, Wi-Fi hotspot, trip computer, all that stuff. Day-night mode for the display. And then you have a spot where you can keep all your apps right here in a list form, depending on how you want to have it look. But if we go to our vehicle settings, from here, this is where we can go ahead and set up our driver assist system, driver position setup, the lighting, power tailgate setup, and all that jazz in here. The lighting, that's going to let you decide how long you want to have it dim for, stay on for, that sort of thing. You want to have the lights on with your wipers. Of course, yes, for that, for safety. So they have all that in here, but you're not going to see any ambient lighting. And that's okay. It's an RTL trim, and that's fine. And then we can come back to the beginning. We go back to Google Maps, and then, of course, we have dual panel action, where we can go ahead and get other things set up. Now, if we go to reverse, we do have a large backup camera with trajectory, and we do have some other views down here that you may want to see. So that's cool. It's good. We go to park, and we are back to the beginning. There's your volume, passport right here underneath the infotainment screen, so you know, never forget what car you bought. There's your push button start. Down further, we have dual climate, which is nice. 3-stage heated seats for the driver and the front passenger, but no ventilated seats and no heated steering wheel in this RTL S trim. Down further, area to lie things right in here, 2 USB-Cs at 12 volt and a wireless charging pad, and another rubberized area next to it to put your phone if you don't want it sitting on the wireless charging pad. Now here we go, push buttons to go through this 10-speed automatic. We do have some gloss black here, so be careful. Drive modes, which we'll check out when we go through the dash. Engine auto stop start on or off, hill descent control, electric brake, auto vehicle hold, 2 cup holders, and then our Honda key fob, which is a nice small compact one. Lock, unlock, remote start, pop the tailgate, panic button, Honda badge on the back, and then a nice wide armrest, which I like, nice and soft. We can open that up, and we have a larger area underneath for storage. Here is the Honda steering wheel, leatherette wheel, black cross stitch. Feels good in your hand, nice 10 and 2 notches, Honda badge on the horn button, round bottom wheel, but I have plenty of room at 5'11" to get in and out of this new Passport. It's a nice open and airy passenger cabin in here. Flat black on the switch gear. You have your voice commands over here on the left, volume seek for your music, scroll bar as well for the digital part of your dash. Then you have your adaptive cruise on the right. Again, scroll bar for the right side of your digital dash. Paddles, go up and down this 10-speed automatic manually if you would like. Then you have your headlight controls, turn signals, high beams, and on the right side, front and rear wiper. Over here on the left, just one switch, pop the tailgate, and then we have a manual tilting and telescoping wheel. And then we have our fully digital instrument cluster. So let's check out our drive modes right here. We have a lot of them, right? So we have sport, we have normal, we have economy, snow, trail, sand, and tow. And then we can go back up. I think for right now, we'll leave it in normal. And then if you want to adjust things on the right side, That's your music over here with the right scroll bar. And then on the left side, I never can remember my left from my right. It must be a left-handed thing. And then on the right side of the steering wheel, you have a scroll bar that's going to control the information on the right side of your digital dash. And it all depends on what you want to see when you're going down the road or what you want to check when you're on a road trip like I'm going to be on. Nice and simple to use though, and it's clear. Overhead console, pretty simple. You got a spot for your sunglasses right there. SOS button in case there's an emergency on the road. You want your LED dome lighting to come on and off when you open and close the door. This button remains in the center on door. So when you open the door, lighting pops on, close the door, lighting will dim out. There's no power roof to show you. So we'll move to the rear view mirror, framed rear view mirror with auto dim, and then our sun visor with vanity and a light should be LED. Does it slide? Yes, it does. Getting into the back of this Passport, the rear door panel, we're going to have the same kind of vibe, except you're going to have hard black plastic up top and hard black plastic on the insert until you get to the armrest. Otherwise, visually, it looks the same. I have the seat set for my driving position. Let's hop on in. Nice and easy to get into. It's a nice high roof, and you don't sit up higher in the back of this Passport like some other two-row midsize SUVs. So I do like that. Plenty of room for my head shoulder as it needs at 5'11". You won't need to duck till you're well over 6 foot tall. Light gray, leather, and then we go black. And then we have a seat pocket behind the driver and the front passenger. In the back here, we do have a couple of heat and air vents, 2 USB-Cs, and down below, we got a couple of more heat and air vents. Secret down on the floor. Keep your tootsies warm in the winter. And that's a nice touch. Then we have in the back here, we do have the light gray leather with the black insert, nice and soft. And then our armrest is super soft, 2 cup holders. So overall, very comfortable in this back seat of this RTL S Passport. Getting into the cargo area of this Passport RTLS, well, it's a power lift gate. You can pop from the key fob, pop from the dash, or you can come to the back, and right above the license plate, there's a button. You hit it, beeps a couple of times. Nice electric assist on the way up, nice electric assist on the way down using this button. And now, since you only have 2 rows and not 3, right off the bat behind the rear seats, 41.2 cubic feet of cargo space in the back of this RTLS. Underneath the floor here, we do have a huge area where you have your spare tire, which is nice, and tools and a jack. We do have some cubbies on either side for storage, some tie downs. We have a 12 volt in the back, which is a nice touch. We have some more storage on either side over here. But to get the rear seats down, you got to go around to each door. There's no lever back here. Would have liked to seen them do that. So we come around to each door. And here's the button on the back of the seat. Just push the button, pull them forward, go around the other side. Push the button, pull them forward. So now, with the rear seats down and this nice square boxy shape, 77.9 cubic feet of cargo space in the back of this Passport RTLS. Window sticker time, here we go. 26 Passport RTLS, platinum white gray leather, standard equipment left and right. Options. You have that Blackout package for $1,200, the paint for $455, and the black emblems and Passport insert $175. Total vehicle MSRP $49,230. MPG estimates not rated for safety by the government yet. Made by Honda in the United States. Engine transmission also made in the United States. Let's take this baby out for a spin. All right, we're out on the road in the searing heat. Almost 100 degrees out right now here in southeast Pennsylvania near Philly. That's where we are. But we're in this RTL Passport, the S trim on the RTL Passport model line. And I think it's a good trim, right? You got great visibility out of all the glass. You get LED lighting up front, LED taillights in the back, nice big side view mirrors, blind spot monitoring, cross traffic alert lane keeps pre-collision, right? Automatic emergency braking, rear automatic braking for safety. Don't have a sunroof to worry about. Handles pretty well. Steering is light, but it's tight and right. The suspension nice and smooth here in normal mode. Got big, huge sidewall tires to soak up the bumps, so it's very comfortable. The seats, leather, very comfortable, right? You got the 12.3-inch screen, excuse me. I think earlier I said 10.2. That's for the instrument cluster. The infotainment screen is 12.3. Built-in nav, wireless CarPlay, Android Auto. Dual climate, heated seats, no heated steering wheel. That's probably the most lacking thing about this trim versus the other ones that we've looked at for this road trip lease. We have wireless charging, USB-Cs up front and in the mid-row. Don't have heated seats in the mid-row like we've seen on the other ones. So it is a good middle-of-the-road trim if you don't need an off-road trail sport trim. This RTL, even though you have 8.3 inches of ground clearance in here, is a road-going trim. And I think it looks good. It handles well. The platinum white with the black is a good color combo, classic color combo for that matter. The 3.5 liter V6, naturally aspirated, smooth linear torque delivery, going down the road, 10-speed automatic, shifting smoothly. So you can't complain about a naturally aspirated V6 and a regular torque converted automatic transmission. Doesn't get more simple than that. Now this engine does have engine auto stop start, and it does have cylinder deactivation. 19.45 turning radius. It whips right around. So as most of these engines we've looked at do on the cylinder deactivation, every one we've seen so far has engine auto stop start and cylinder deactivation. That's just what automakers had to do to comply with federal guidelines. Now that the federal guidelines, the federal regulations around engine auto stop start and cylinder deactivation have been lessened or eliminated, automakers don't need to put in engine auto stop start anymore or cylinder deactivation anymore to comply. They can get rid of them and make these drivelines more reliable, which I think would be good for the consumer. Also, make the cars less expensive because this technology costs money. So I do like that. But overall, getting back to this car, it drives really good. It's nice and simple, and it's comfortable on the road, which is important. Now let's talk in terms of pricing and road trips. So what I find fascinating is, if you look at it now, we're looking at the last vehicle in the lineup, and there's really three major contenders here left standing. This is our fifth one. The Infiniti QX60 is pretty much out based on cost. $7,100 down, almost $1,100 a month. That's not going to fit into the budget, so that's one has been eliminated, right? The CX90 Turbo S Premium, very competitive on the lease. For that $60,000 MSRP vehicle, you're looking 24-month lease, 12,000 miles a year, $780 a month. Very competitive. The CX70 plug-in hybrid, even more competitive because it's a plug-in and there's $15,000 worth of discounts available on that vehicle. 24-month lease, 12,000 miles a year. We're looking at roughly $580 a month for that. But at the end of the day, I don't want a Turbo 4 and I don't want a plug-in hybrid. I want a 6-cylinder engine, so I'm going to knock the CX70 out. And then there's this Passport for 26, highly sought after. Highly sought after. Dealers can't keep these on the lot. As soon as they come in, they sell. And this one is priced at MSRP, I think pretty competitively for what you get in this vehicle, especially with your additional 8.3 inches of ground clearance as well. But the Nissan Pathfinder, forgot about that. That's the most inexpensive one. $53,500 MSRP, 24 months, 10,000 miles a year on the flex lease from Nissan, which means you can buy extra miles if you're going to go over that 10,000 a year before the lease ends for 10 cents a mile instead of taking the penalty. I do like that flexibility, right? $580 a month. That's for V6 9-speed auto, platinum trim, top trim. This one now, $49,230 MSRP, the lowest of the MSRPs, but the lease programs aren't as good. 24-month lease, 12,000 miles a year, right? $730 a month for this Passport, and it has less features. The upside to it is it's 2026, and it's a very desirable trim, and the views might be really good, better than the other ones, but the price is higher. So right now, the least expensive vehicle at the end of the search is the Pathfinder, so that's got to remain in consideration just on price. Then you have the CX-90, and this are the three that I'm going to be seriously considering over the next couple of days before I let you know what I'm going to do. But what's amazing to me is they all have 18.5 gallon gas tanks, 18.5 gallon gas tanks. They all get about 462 miles of range to tank on a full tank of gas, right? The CX-90 does a little bit better because it's a mild hybrid. Gets about 475, 480, but the Pathfinder and this are identical as far as range to tank. They all can take regular unleaded gas. Even though the CX-90 Turbo S Premium recommends 91, you can put 87 in it. I checked that out with Mazda. So that's a big consideration. So those are the top three. These are the ones I'm considering. The 25 CX-90 Turbo S Premium, the 25 Nissan Pathfinder Platinum 4x4, the 26 Honda Passport. So you let me know what you think about those three options, what you think about this car. But I do want to thank Fred Beans Honda here in Abington, Pennsylvania, for allowing the channel access to this brand new 2026 Honda Passport RTL S in platinum white for review today. I'd like to thank all of you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. Please also consider subscribing and turning on that notification bell so you never miss another Shabby's Rides video. And I'll see all of you on the rebound. Take care, everyone.